Okay, starting off today's standard testing with some more Nexus, some more Turbo Fog. I've changed some cards, I've added a couple Uncomfortable Chills, I've swapped in some Anticipates for the draw one buyback spell. And I've also bought more Peacemakers, because that card really impressed me last time. I was really pleased with Peacemaker. Yeah, Aurelia seems amazing. Aurelia seems like one of the better cards to be playing in Boros for sure. Hey Lassie, good morning. This has to be fine. We've got a charter course to smooth things out. We find a green source, then we have gift on free. Time for some turbo fun. Oh my gosh. Alright. This hand looks great. Agree. We need to draw some stuff, but it seems very reasonable to me. Ooh, do I want to just get this going now? I really want to land the gift next turn, but sneaking search down is exciting, like get this ticking up as soon as possible. Okay. Not the fastest start from them, especially if they miss their land drop here. I mean, they do have burn spells in their deck, right? The burn spells can do decent work against us. Ugh. I mean, I think I'm keeping that. I need a green source at some point. Tilt. Alright. Let's just go charting. I can reasonably lose this game. Kinda need to hit a land next turn. We can go gift into Root Snare next turn. We're in a decent position. They do have a lot of burn in their deck though, which is why this version of Mono Red's like scarier than the other red decks for us. It's why I added so many Peacemakers to the board. I think you just need them. Yeah, the non-GRN guilds, yeah. There are some suboptimal mana bases running around. Is this a turn 4 kill? Of two lands? Jeez. Steamkin. Steamkin. Why do you do this to me? That was kind of messed up. Bring in our life gain. Take out things that do not gain life. And our slow. Boop. Could keep a Nexus over something else. Like, it's not clear to me that I want this many sweepers. I could cut the Nova. It seems not great against them, keeping a Nexus. Steamkin Storm, indeed. We died on turn 4, Raisin. Steamkin is quite strong, in fact. Centaur Peacemaker is quite strong. Also, the more if we keep running into this red deck, I'm just gonna have more and more Centaur Peacemakers in my sideboards. This card just seems like such a nightmare for them. Get out the search. That game did run away from us. It definitely did. I think this one is going to be fine, though. We do need land drops. I also want to flip search at some point, though. I'm actually going to keep this. So I want to hit my land drop next turn, and I want to just cast like Peacemakers for the next 2 turns. So I'm not going to get to cast Charter Course to dig for lands. You will have this flower, and you will like it. Alright. Deal. Sure. Peacemaker down. Peacemaker is dead. Yeah, I'll put this in my graveyard. Ooh, more life gain, you say? More life gain. How lovely of you to offer. I have Knights and Peacemakers, Adam. I have 3 Peacemakers, 2 Knights. I am playing the Knights because of Spyglass, but yeah, we'll take 4. Deal. Don't actually need this, right? Let's put this in my graveyard. If I hit a land, I get to Teferi. Go up to 20 on turn 5. So I like Peacemaker against the red decks because it doesn't get Chain World, and it like they can't just shock it down. Like if this was a Night of Autumn this game, they'd have just shocked it once and still had a shock left in hand, and then like shocked the next one, and now they'd be attacking here. I'm actually kind of regretting ditching the fog at the moment, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We have all the time in the world here. I take back everything. I take back everything I said. Yeah, you're thinking of the Knights of Autumns are good with history for sure. Like, I think once you have history of Dominaria in your deck and you're looking to be aggressive, Knight of Autumn's better than Peacemaker, because like dealing damage to your opponent matters, swinging races, etc. Good morning, Dom. Good to see you. What am I doing with this? I kind of want to keep it for when I untap with Teferi, but get to block here. Teferi takes 4. Teferi probably dies. 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of just want to find a fog is the thing. Really regretting discarding this. Have we cast Goreclaw yet? Not yet. That's probably tomorrow. That's probably tomorrow, Phil. I'm going to keep this. It's just so good. If they don't manage to take down our Teferi. And if they do take down our Teferi, then that's like a whole bunch of damage that's not going at our face. This is fine. And like, we can cycle this anyway, if need be. If we really need to, we can cycle it, because we're now on 7 mana. Yeah, I have some uncomfortable chills too. I have 2 uncomfortable chills in the deck at the moment. Honestly, if I end up playing this in the PTQ at the weekend, I might just have like 4 Centaur healers, 3 Knights of Autumns on the board for this matchup. Because I expect there to not be many control decks in that PTQ, and like a lot of red decks. Yes, we take 4. Go to 13. Taking this as meaning they can't take down Teferi very easily. Ooh, they can. Alright, Teferi down. It means them attacking with the War Boss though, so they're gonna lose that. Or they can attack us with everything and leave the Teferi in play. Also fine. Yeah, I think the control decks are not very good. I agree. Oh, I was meant to do this with the trigger on the... That's fine. But then the graveyard. So I want to do this upkeep, right? So I can draw it for turn. Just like want it back in my deck. Means I don't get to cast this Charter Course here, but I think we're going to be fine. Rawr. Fear my mighty Peacemaker. We're so peaceful. We're so incredibly peaceful. Alright, this time I'm not going to upkeep this. Because I want to cast my Charter Course next turn. Have a piece of this. Oh my god. Oh. Cast my Charter Course. Discard this Teferi, I guess. Plus my Teferi. You will have these flowers, damn it. Keep these wheels spinning. I would not like to put Nexus of Fate in the graveyard. In fact, I would not like to do that. Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is just great. This is just great. Activate my Azcanta. No. So many not spells. If I want to play things safe, I can ult Teferi and just cycle this to get rid of the Flame of Keld, right? That's probably the safe thing to do. It makes me regret discarding my Teferi, like, a lot. It's probably pretty hard to lose if I just ult Teferi, get rid of the Flame of Keld. I guess I get to activate Azcanta first. Yeah, I get to activate Azcanta first, no matter what I do. Never mind. We found the line. We figured it out, chat. We figured it out. So we get to untap 4 mana, right? So we're going to be able to cast this Nexus. Yes. Cool. So much peace. Our opponent is not ready for all the peace that's going to be brought. All this glorious... Wait, did I mess up? No, I didn't mess up, thank God. I always have these, like, shatter pause moments of, did I count my mana correctly? Not 100%. Not 100% sure. Okay, well then. Activate this Azcanta. Take this Nexus. -8 this Teferi, I suppose. Cast this Nexus. Rawr. Exile the Flame of Keld. It's kind of sad that this game is going to end pretty soon. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Alright. Are we happy with this post-board config? I think we are. I think it went pretty well, that game. We did draw all 3 Peacemakers. 2 of them very early on, which helped. I'd like to draw that many Peacemakers this game. Oh my gosh. I love this deck too much. I really hope this deck is actually good. It makes me so happy. This is a very peaceful hand. This is a delightfully peaceful hand. So much peace here. So serene. That isn't serene. That's like the opposite. You need to get a more peaceful opponent. You've got so much anger inside you. Oh my god, post board we can attack with Centaur Peacemaker to draw 2 off Charter Course. Oh. Yet more evidence that this card is broken. Broken. You think they need to... I feel like they need some flowers too. I also... Oh my god. Woo! We can gain 15 life with this hand. What are we discarding? It's one of the fogs. Don't know which one. Because the chill draws us a card, which is nice. But the Root Snare is the only, like, not 3 mana card in our hand. Yeah, this might be a mistake. We might lose the games of this. If so, at least we'll go down in a peaceful fashion. It's somewhere in there. If you, type exclamation mark quote and then the word you want to look for, Phil. And that should work. Bring in the peace. Would you like a flower, opponent? No, my peace. I was being so peaceful. I fully expect to die because I discarded that Root Snare. Like, this time I could go Gift of Paradise Root Snare and that would actually be pretty decent. It would, like, develop our mana. No worries, Phil. Please don't kill this. Oh, thank God. If they kill this Peacemaker, we could actually be in trouble. Like, they have a pretty developed board here. We also have a 4/4. I guess is gonna hit us. Untapped land, please. Untapped land. God, I wish I had that Root Snare. This is like my worst fears come into reality. Everything I was scared of. Do I have to cast Might of Autumn as a 4/3 to block the Steamkin? I might have to cast it as a 4/3 and just hope they don't have a lightning strike effect. We can go up to 14, threaten to block like the 2/1. Then we go down to 10 immediately. Hit a land, Gift of Paradise into chill. Back up to 13, down to 9. I guess, like, down to 11. I think I'm just gonna gain life here. Hope that they don't have Chain Whirler to demolish me. That's definitely a helpful step in that, Phil, yeah. Don't have Chain Whirler. Don't do it. No, Steam King can only become a 4/4 Socraster. It can't have a extra counter put on it if it has 3 on it already. Interesting. That's 8 damage in one card. That's kind of strong. Oh my god. Yeah. We're in a lot of trouble. I'm going to 4, so the next time we just have to like let this resolve. Come on, land. Oh my god. Alright, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. Because now we can get down our Gift of Paradise. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. That is true, Phil. That is true. In case George is watching, that needs to be stated. Alright. I would like to draw an untapped land next turn, so we can cycle both chills. Do we have a Lightning Strike? Oh, a risk, just casting the risk factor. Are we taking 4? Or letting them draw 3? I think I'm letting them draw 3 at this point. It's kind of terrifying. I think I'm letting them draw 3. Because I'm going to end up taking 2 off the Steamkin next turn. So going to 3 seems like a dangerous proposition for that reason. I really want to land next turn. We've been bricking on lands for too many turns. That is amazing. Thank God. Now we can cycle these chills. Oh, it's getting a bit cold in here. Oh, not another mono red meta. Mono red seems really good. Steamkin and Risk Factor have just been like really huge additions. Even though the deck has like obviously lost a lot. Those cards have really helped. Just a little chilly. Just a tad. Just enough to be the tiniest bit uncomfortable. Well, they shrunk the Steamkins. They clearly have more red spells to cast. Yeah, exactly, Socraster. They can, like, if they draw a Risk Factor, they just don't flood out anymore, right? Because they just get to cycle their lands into, like, deal 4s. It's really impressive. Oh my god, they didn't attack with Steamkin. Thank the Lord. Jeez. This is so absurd for us. We only have to cycle one chill. Oh my god. This is so great. Whew. That's just amazing for us. That's less amazing for us. Alright. I think I'm cycling one Nexus. And then holding the other one. I think we have to hold this, otherwise we don't even get anywhere if we draw a Teferi, if we cycle this. Hey there, Minifer. Good morning. Alright, so we're currently taking 2 on board because of the chill. So we need to fade like double burn spell, I guess. What are we drawing into? What's the Teferi situation? At the moment we cast Teferi, but then no, we can cast Teferi into Nexus at the moment, right? We tap 4 lands, but we untap these. We have, yeah. So if we draw a Teferi, we get to go Teferi into Nexus. So I'm happy I kept hold of one of these. Slightly different card fill. No, we do have Settles in our deck, Raisin. We have like 2. We have 2 Settles. Very reasonable card for them to play around anyway. We have like 2 Settles, 2 Pauses, 2 Chills, I think. Or maybe it's only 1 Settle. It might just be 1 Settle. Taking 4 seems not great. They just get to flash it back anyway. It's called Uncomfortable Chill. We have 1 Nova, yeah. 1 Settle, 1 Nova. I mean, they're gonna get to draw 3 at some point in this. Because, like, they have mana and cards in hand. So, like, whatever. Another risk factor. I don't really know how we win this, but I guess they're drawing 4 again. Oh. They have not killed us. That is not a terribly good draw, sadly. Do I have to just cast this Nexus? What am I hoping to find? Teferi, I guess? And then hope they have literal 0 burn spells in hand? Yeah, I think that's my opinion too, Lassie. Risk factor is very good, specifically in that deck. And it is, like, absurd in that deck, but Well, they didn't kill me in their last turn, so I could just tuck the Flame of Cowd and cast my Fog. Or I could plus and hope to get really lucky. I think I might just have to get really lucky here. Feel pretty far behind at the moment. If I rip a Nexus, then I actually have a chance, maybe. Easy game. Still far from over, but you know, it's a start. It is a start. It's interesting. What do I do now? What do I do now, chat? Do I tuck the do I tuck the Flame of Cowd now? Or do I just like keep crossing my fingers here? We only have 3 Nexuses in the deck, so we aren't that likely to hit another one with another plus. If they had Lethal Burn in hand, they'd have killed us already because of the mana of the Steamkin. They'd have gone like Lightning Strike you, get extra mana, kill you. Yeah, I just worry that like if they have a burn spell, they just kill Teferi, and then we can't win anyway. Or it makes it very hard to win. That's like one of my concerns here. What am I going to do next turn? Like, the Lyra blocks a goblin, we go to 10, and then we fog. I guess then the board is still brutal though. Yeah, I think I'm just plussing the Teferi. They can just burn down the Teferi if they have a burn spell, and we minus. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's so absurd! Jeez! Pre-recorded. Pre-recorded. Wow. Oh. Alright. Now we have to think again. I hate this game. I hate Magic sometimes. I think this time I'm minusing on the Flame of Cowd. I'm going to attack them for 5 and I'll pass with my Fog Up. We could just plus Teferi. I guess they didn't kill us from 5, right? They didn't kill us from 5 last turn, so they can't chance they can kill us from 10. Even with the doubling. Yeah. No, you're alright. You're alright. I agree. Oh my god. What is Magic? What is this game? Oh, would you like a flower, opponent? Would you like a flower? Have some peace. You'll have this peace, and you'll like it. Oh my god. Alright. Why are they doing this before the Flame of Cowd comes off? Maybe they were just, like, BMing us, and they had us dead all along. Doing this pre-Flame of Cowd is really weird, right? I'm not missing anything, am I? fight with fire? Oh, we got so close. No, I do not want to convoke. I just want to show my fog. We got so close. We are almost the actual luckiest. Punished or not? No, we weren't punished, were we? If we minus on Flame of Keld, we don't draw the Peacemaker, so we're not on 11. We'd be on 7, so we'd still die. Like, the minus didn't change that at all. If we don't plus, we don't gain 4 life. That was a beating. That was quite the beating. We're putting more Peacemakers on the board. Alright, round 2. Time for some more fog versus red action. This is great. Keep. Turn 2 Azcanta on the play. What more could we want? Oh my god, I was joking. So many red decks. Alright. I swear, if all our leagues are like this, I'm just like putting Lyras in the main deck of whatever I play today. Root Snare. Knight of Autumn does also kill Flame of Keld, that is true. I'm gonna put this in my yard. Kinda want to find a chill or something. Or a charter course, just to, like, fill up my graveyard. Or a Gift of Paradise. Like, we're not fogging this turn, next turn we're probably doing one of these things, so there's not like a clean opportunity to cast that Root Snare for a little while anyway. Gift of Paradise. I would like that card. Sounds great. So now we get to go to Teferi into Root Snare next turn. Yeah, Knight of Autumn does kill Flame of Keld too, for sure. That is, like, actually pretty relevant. Exciting. Right, I would like to hit my land drop this turn. If you are okay with helping with that, Teferi. Sick. Good job. Good job, friend. What can't my my invitational card does a lot. My invitational card does a heckin' lot. You are not wrong. I actually don't want to settle them quite yet, even though it uses my mana nicely. Just because, like, giving them lots of lands with a Frenzy in play seems like sad times. So I'm just gonna fire off this Root Snare. Do you want land drops? I also want to flip this, and we still get 2 looks at a land even after we dump this, right? Alright, great. So I want to Karn plus Settle? Can I gift plus Karn plus Settle? We've discussed how to make my invitational card better. How was that? I forgot that, Dom. Right, so we can gift onto this. We have, and then we can 2, 3, 4 play Karn, untap 2. This works, right? Oh my god, Phil, don't say that. Breaking my heart. So we put it on this. Then Karn is, yeah, so we have more than enough mana. We even have like a mana spare after all of this. Play the Karn. Plus the Karn. Pair of lands. It gets them out of the deck, right? Which is still good. It means there are 2 less lands for us to draw. Oh, recurring. Yep. That was great, Dom. That was kind of great. Hopefully next turn. As soon as we find a Nexus, we probably go off here. We've got to be really close anyway. Surprised they're not removing counters from Steamkin to get further into their deck. Going to Lille? Yep, I'll be in Lille. I am very excited for it. I booked all my travel and stuff like a day or 2 ago. It's gonna be great. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have lots of lands next turn. This is kind of terrifying. They have 10 mana with Frenzy in play. And they have less lands in their deck too, so they're less likely to brick with the Frenzy. Yes. Right. So yes, I can plus Karn first. It probably doesn't make any difference what order I do things in, right? Hey, we have a Nexus. So as soon as we take the first extra turn, we are golden. There's an argument for leading on Insight here, before choosing what to do with Teferi. Actually, don't hate that. Alright, so we have the Fog now. So because I drew the Fog, I'm tempted to minus on this. I guess then we lose the Teferi, which is not great, but Azcanta's gonna flip, and we get to untap with Karn, grabbing us a Fog, grabbing us a Time Walk, rather. I'm kinda interested in doing that. So next turn we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could activate Azcanta and cast the Nexus. Yeah, let's the Teferi die, but I just don't know that that matters. Maybe it matters. I guess we got this. We get to like cast these insights and stuff. I'm just worried about them having a string of burn spells with this. I feel like that's one of the only ways we actually die, but this is probably fine. Yeah, they still have a bunch of cards in hand. You're right. You're right. Agree. Hey, next turn we win the game. We just have to get to next turn. Because next turn we get to upkeep Nexus, minus Karn to grab the other Nexus. We just have to get to next turn. Okay. Karn is dying. That means one Nexus is permanently exiled from our deck because we only have the one Karn. Yeah, I agree, Adam. You're correct. I agree completely. I want an upkeep stop, right? They've cracked the Frenzy. Cool, so we have a Nexus permanently exiled from our deck. Which is not the end of the world, but... Hey, Pixel. I think we have a decent chance of just going infinite here, if we're being completely honest, so... Not too worried. So we get to activate Azcanta and then flashback and Insight. So we get to look at like 6 cards here. Right. They've conceded. That is good. Yeah, this deck is very good, Adam. Agree. It needs some work, but it is very strong. What's the final? Oh, we were cutting the Nova, weren't we? We were doing this. It's possible that boarding in like 1,000,000 creatures means I should take out one Azcanta and keep in a card draw spell. Or like the 4th Nexus. Huh. This is fine. We don't have any life gain other than like the gift. I think this hand's too good to send back even though we don't have any healers though. I think this hand's just like a bit too good to send back. Do we have a 5-0? We have not 5-0'd yet, but I've also not been playing the best decks, so... We've like 4-1'd a few times. Alright, next time we get our gift down, they're missing land drops because they kept maybe a 2-drop heavy hand on their multi-6. Oh no, we haven't 5-0'd with this yet, no. I'm hoping we do at some point though. The deck is very strong, right? Kinda want to keep this. Life gain's really good against them. I'm gonna put it in the yard. We have lots of life gain in our deck at the moment, and I like want a painless land for next turn. So we can land Teferi without shocking ourselves. So I think this is fine. That'll change with Goreclaw green. I am nervous about that, Phil. I am nervous about that. Not gonna lie. We'll see how it goes. Blue-based aggro decks. Yeah, blue-based aggro seems incredibly hard to beat. Don't know that there's really an effective way to change that though. Teferi is online. Not having cycle lands makes me so sad. Cycle lands are like the biggest thing you're missing, right? Everything else I don't really miss too much. Like Hazer Pollen's nice, but it's not like the end of the world not to have it. But not having cycle lands is just like so heartbreaking. Because you just end up like this sometimes. No! Alright, we're still in a fine position, but... Yeah, Teferi plus Frog is very strong, for sure. It's pretty incredible. This Settle is going to be awkward against the fact they only have 2 lands. Cast this deals 4 to me. Graveyard. That is amazing, so that means search flips next turn. Hey friend. We're just casting Peacemaker this turn. I kind of don't want to give them lands quite yet. Next turn I can activate Azcanta and Settle. And like this blocks pretty well. Or if they bolt it out the way, I'm at least not taking much in combat. And that like uses up a decent chunk of their turn. Yeah, this is like their turn now. So this is fine. They essentially deal 2 to me over the course of this turn cycle. Life gain is great. I think that's going to the yard though. Like I want to settle plus activate Azcanta this turn. We'll find some other life gain in a moment, I'm sure. I guess I get to activate this. No, I have to do it in their turn anyway, so I might as well wait for them to attack. Is this what I play in a PPTQ? Probably? I'm not sure. I think this is the deck I've enjoyed the most. I don't know that it's the best option, but I'm enjoying it, like, a lot. Kind of wishing I kept the gift at the moment, weirdly. Whoa. Huh. Interesting. Let's see if we can find an uncomfortable chill. Those are some lands. Are we just taking 3? Going to 6. We don't have a fog set up for next turn. This is tough. We're only through 2 fog effects though after we've used this. I really wish I kept that gift right now. It'd be looking really good right here. Untap, gain 3 life. Just like undo this whole combat step. That was probably just a mistake, if we're being honest. Next risk factor they'd cast, we are just going to have to let them draw. Yeah, the risk factor makes it hard to take damage for sure. This is tough. Giving them lands is also just so awkward. I think I'm just going to take this. I'm not in love with it though. This could definitely go badly for us. Lightning Strike, Wizard's Lightning. Oh, just casting the risk factor. I'm going to let them draw. Because the creatures don't really matter anymore. So, and I think on average they're drawing less than 4 points of burn off that. Interesting. So I want to main phase the Azcanta activation in case I find a Teferi, right? That makes sense. Hey friend. Greetings. Right, I could die here. If I don't die, I'm probably gonna win the game though. Yeah, I should have kept the Gift of Paradise. That was the mistake of that game. Getting rid of that was just like really aggressive. Just to gain 3 is worth so much. The problem is like most of our life gain we can't find off Azcanta. And we'd already been through 2 gifts before that point, so... Yeah, the bolts are good. You're not wrong. Deal 3. Strong effect. Right, we get to be on the play this game. I guess we're kind of on the play that game. They, like, stumbled a bit on mana. This is... awkward, but I'm gonna keep... And this hand has like a lot of power in it. If we can run some lands. We've got the search to dig for cards we need. See ya, lassie. Have a good day. Alright, land is great. So next time we get down gift. So we're like building towards this Teferi pretty well now. Root Snare, that is a piece of the puzzle. I'm actually going to keep this. Because now if we hit an untapped land next turn, we get to Teferi with Fog Up. We just need an untapped land. We get to go Teferi Fog, which seems amazing. This is a pretty good one. I think I have to put it in the graveyard. That was the fear. That was the fear. Oh my god. So we're going to be taking 3, 4, 5, 6. They are... Well, stuck on lands means they have spells in hand, which is terrifying, right? This is so much damage. Do we have to Root Snare and just hope to find another Fog? We might have to. It's like a lot of crossing our fingers. Indeed, Chris. Like, there are so many times they have 2 landers, but they secretly have more lands than that because of Steamkin. I think the thing is they have a Steamkin in play. Like, if we let our opponent draw, they just get to cast everything they draw. Okay, yes, the creatures don't matter. Maybe that's reasonable. Maybe I just let my opponent draw, because the creatures don't matter. At this point, use a Teferi as a gain 6. We need to keep a Teferi on the board to win. Yeah. I think I'm just going to take this. I'm going to Root Snare. I'm going to hope to find another Fog. We have 5 of them in our deck. We get 2 looks. It's like not great for us, but I think this is the best chance we have. Interesting. I'm going to just gain 4, have this as a blocker. Or I can Teferi, cross my fingers. If this was a Peacemaker, I think I would cast it. The fact it dies to Chain Whirler, or like one of these, makes me think I just have to go for Teferi. Alright. Hopefully Teferi takes some of the fire away from our face. We have to let them draw, otherwise they just attack us and we die. Or like, basically die. This red deck is so good. Oh my gosh. Charlotte, thank you for that resub. Thank you for continuing to be a Knight of Autumn. I appreciate you. Good to see you, friend. We actually, yeah, we should have sub badges within like the next couple days, which I'm really excited about. I am very much looking forward to that. This is terrifying. Sub badges, indeed. Did I get? We don't have full partnership, but even affiliates are allowed sub badges now. How many emotes will I have? Once I'm partnered, I'll have like 6-ish, but I am not partnered yet, alas. I'm hoping I'll get partnered soon. I've had like decent viewer numbers. The stream's been growing and everything. Actually, I've already had like emotes commissioned and stuff to use once we get there. I'm confused. What is happening? I don't understand what's happening anymore. Why is Runaway Steamkin not a weird? I know, it's quite strange. Yeah, affiliate gets 1 emote per sub tier. Already I should get tier 2 and tier 3 ones done at some point. It's like no reason not to have them. They must have miscounted or something. Like, not attacking... I guess they didn't want the Steamkin settled. That could make sense. See you in a moment, Charlotte. Ooh. I think I'm dumping this in the yard. I'm not convinced we have the mana for this at the moment. I guess I can go Knight plus this. If I draw this. And dig for my Fog to pair with the Teferi next turn. I think I'm just going to put this in my graveyard though. Awesome. Rewarded. Jeez. Talk about rewarded. You'll have this piece and you will enjoy it. Hey Mafioso. Oh my gosh, we're gaining so much life. We're so well healed. This is great. I think this time we can take 4. I think we can afford to take 4 this time. Peace in our time, I know, right? We've gone heavy on these this time, George. We have 3 of them in the sideboard. They're like actually kind of amazing. You thought life gain was... I know. Look at us, we're such noobs playing all this life gain. If I block, they have a burn spell. Oh, they can just cast the risk factor to pump this, right? Yeah. So am I blocking as a gain 4? I guess is the question. Because I can block to gain 4 life. Otherwise I take 4 plus 4. And I go to 5. But I get to block with the Peacemaker next turn. To like maybe shield my Teferi. Yeah, I don't know, it's not gaining more than 4 ever, but it does protect Teferi. I guess they'd just attack us instead, if we were on 5 though, so that's kind of irrelevant, so we might as well block. That is reasonable. Discarding Experimental Frenzy. Root Snare. I actually kind of want that one, as it turns out. What am I doing here? Am I transforming Azcanta? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 1 up. I untap these 2, so I can cast Root Snare and not activate Azcanta, so I might as well keep the Azcanta in play. In that case. Oh no, I guess I could hit my land drop. And then I get to activate... I'm stupid. I can hit a land drop here to activate Azcanta. I'm so bad at this game. Well, this is still fine. We still get another scry off it. It's still, like, not terrible. If we untap with Teferi, we're probably not losing anyway. Healing Salve. Healing Salve confirmed OP. Please nerf Healing Salve. Oh boy. Opponent's on a frenzy. Alright, so we get to fog these, and then we get to try and go off here. Unless they have, like, lightning land, lightning on top. We're probably pretty big favourites to win. Probably meant to do this before the trigger, but we put the card in the yard, so it doesn't actually matter in this particular instance. Awesome. We want Charter Course, I guess, because it digs deepest. I guess Settle protects our Teferi, though, guaranteed. I guess we just take the Settle. In case we whiff on a fog effect. It's probably fine. Settle plus Gift gets us out of range of most things, realistically. Awesome. Take the Gift. I want to activate Azcanta if I can, but I also want to get these down. So I can still activate Azcanta, right? I untap. Can I do it if I do this as well? Put this on this, I untap Azcanta dual land, but then I don't get to fog. Oh wait, then I don't get to fog. I think I'd rather activate Azcanta than get down a gift this turn. Right. It leaves me dead to, like, running burn spells, I guess, but... Like, I feel like the extra Azcanta activation should be enough to lock things up. You would gift, just to play things safe. I guess you figure if you untap with Teferi, you can never lose. That's fair. I am not as experienced at this deck as you are, George, alas. Alright, I really don't want to give them a reshuffle on their frenzy, so I'm just gonna... I guess I can activate this first. I have, like, chills in my deck. Oh, Getting chilly in here. We need to factor in my luck factor, oh my god. Relevant metrics to take account of. Alright. Well. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Guess we get to activate Azcanta again, which is nice. Winning in time will be rough. No, we're fine. We got loads of time. As long as we don't die, we're going to win this, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't cast Nexus anyway, so I might as well pass. You just cast the second Teferi to dig for the Nexus. Reasonable. Yeah, 4 burn spells is what gets us, but otherwise we're in a good position. They have as much mana as they want, but eventually they hit lands, right? Should yield these. Right, they hit their mountain for turn. I feel like the problem with second Teferi is, like, if they kill the Teferi, we only have 1 left in the deck, and then things get pretty awkward for us. Yeah, Steamkin is amazing. Steamkin's really strong. Really, really strong. Steamkin's really good with these 2 cards. They just get to, like, draw a bunch of cards here. There's, like, I don't think we can really justify taking 4 though, because on average 3 cards is going to do less than 4 damage to us where the creatures don't do anything. But they have so much mana that they can afford to sack this and cast everything from their hand, which is pretty great for them. It's actually not a bad combo with Steamkin in play. It actually works out fine, because they have so much mana they can just sack this if they have stuff in their hand they really want to cast. Almost ad nauseum has been called. Alright, we don't want to reshuffle their library, so I'm going to Root Snare instead of Settle. I guess I should have activated this in case I find a crippling, uncomfortable chill. I got there. Took me a moment. Oh boy. Yeah, you draw 3. 7 cards in hand, friend. Oh, they are storming off. I am well aware. I am well aware that they're storming off. Nexus of Fate. Alright, I'm going to focus on the game because we need to win this in time, and we got lots of time, but I do need to get this done. Nexus of Fate. Cool. Just need to find a Lyra in a timely fashion. I know this is like kind of bad tapping, but it's much quicker. I'm just going to F6 here for sake of time. I don't actually think we have time, sadly. Oh my god, we whiffed on the Nexus too. Jeez. Losing just timing out sucks. I guess I got like overconfident. I didn't even... oh, whatever, I can't win this in time. Blech. Opponent gained life from Peacemaker. I should have played that faster. I thought we had loads of time. That's fine. I need to actually learn to just play fast when I'm doing this deck. Rather than do my usual thing of talking loads. It's fine. I'm counting that as a win, for sake of testing purposes. Why Peacemaker? Because it's amazing. It blocks well and gains you 4 life. It's like the best card you can have against these red decks. I time out occasionally. I've timed out in blue-white mirrors in Modern before. That's definitely happened. Why Chill over Settle? Because Chill costs you mana less and draws you a card. For sake of describing what the card does, Chill costs less and cycles, which has very real value. See ya, Imogen. All right, let's not time out again. Let's play a bit faster this time. Yeah, exactly, Chris. It blocks like their 2/1s really well. Like in a game earlier, they had to use 2 shocks to get the Centaur out the way. Yeah, I think Chill's good. Chill's been good so far for us. Am I going to any GPs? The answer is yes. I'm not sure which ones. I'm going to check my schedule. So I'm at my next GPs. I'm at Lille, Atlanta, Warsaw, Liverpool this year. On my 4 GPs left this year. So I'm very excited for all of those. I don't think we can keep this. It's like so close. Alright, this is better. This is better. This is much better. Awesome. Red teams, yeah, the red deck is amazing. The red deck is very strong. Oh, you're at Liverpool, Charlotte? Are you judging, or have you found a team? Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. You're judging? Awesome. Look forward to catching up again. Can play some more Battle Box. This freaks me out. It's like, are we playing Modern now? Or what's happening here? Kinda want that land. Kinda want all these cards. Steam Vents! I don't know what Steam Vents means. Hopefully it doesn't mean control, because that would be rough. I might end up regretting this. That's definitely the best format to judge. Oh my god. Personally, I enjoy Modern, but I know it's not for everyone. Gosh, we're finally in the dreaded O2 control bracket. Grim times. I'm gonna cast this. I'm playing an untapped land. Because I think they're on a control deck. I want to get down my search underneath cancel. And this plays around syncopate. And like where they're free color, they probably don't have much in the way of ooh, that is a nice one. I will keep that. Now we just get to cast our draw 2 this turn. Is there a trigger to remove Creeping Chill when it hits the graveyard? What do you mean, Luke Dog? Alright, let's fire this off. We can't really justify spending a counter on our draw 2. Yeah, search turn 2 or 3 is amazing. Completely agree. I'll play in the yard. Grow the searcher Azcanta. I just don't want to play a Planeswalker into their counter spells yet. Like, I think I just pass the turn and insight again. That sounds fine. Could also go gift plus chill this turn, cycle the chill. Gets like a card in our yard. What? What's happening? Why is this happening? Alright. Deal. The dreaded O2 bracket. It's Grixis counterburn. It's probably just Grixis control, realistically. That's a good card. That is a very strong magic card. Yeah, they kept 2 on top. That's definitely concerning. I guess this is like cycling this for free, right? Pretty into cycling this for nothing. I guess we're like forced to cast something now. Because their Searcher's counter is going to start ticking up. I'm definitely casting the gift anyway. Ramp our mana. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 then. Do I want to cast Karn? I feel like if I cast Karn, it just 100% gets countered is the thing. I don't feel like that achieves much. It gets a card in our yard for a search. Then we can flip search next turn. I'm actually kind of into that, actually. That sounds great. It means we can only win with fairies, but if they counter this, we get to flip this. It's just amazing for us. Resolved somehow. Not sure how. Literally have no idea how this resolved. Double Walker next turn. Oh no, we're a mana short of Double Walker next turn. Besides, like, if the Karn goes to our graveyard, we get to transform Search, which is amazing for us, because we can start digging for Nexuses to pressure their mana on their end step. Do I think this deck will still has legs in current standard? I think it's probably good. I have to figure out exactly how to build it and play better than I've been playing, but I've been enjoying it. Feels reasonable. Alright, so both our searches are flipping. Just go ahead and get the backup one in play. And then we're going to start looking for nexuses with our Azcanta. Silver counters use the same counters as mining. I guess that kind of makes sense. Alright. Oh, they're certainly spinning their wheels over there. I wonder what their win con is. Or is it just like burn their opponent? Maybe they have Nickel Bolas. Not Nickel Bolas, what's it called? Niv Mizzet. You could have Niv Mizzet. That's really obnoxious, the Field of Ruin. Yeah. Alright. Let's find this Nexus so we can get something going here. Amazing. That is a good find. Kind of want that. I think I'm transforming the search here. Can just like fire off a... Could activate search in their turn. Activate search and nexus for my turn. That seems reasonable. Yeah, we have to convoke fog. The convoking is not that relevant with a fog, if we're being completely honest, but you know. They tap their Azcanta here, and they don't have a negate. We get to Nexus, which is kind of great for us. They almost can't activate Azcanta. Yeah, they agree. They agree they can't activate their Azcanta. Jeez. That's so good for us. I think I'm just casting this. Yeah. If they counter it, I can just like Azcanta to find a backup. Oh wait, are we 1 mana short? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this just didn't tap properly. Alright. Weird. What they're splashing the light black for? I don't know. Could be Nickel Bolas, maybe. Oh, is this a big syncopate? Getting rid of our Nexus permanently? Brutal. Brutal. Goodbye, Nexus. You will be missed. You thought they were Nexusing? Oh my god, Charlotte, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. If I cast my Teferi, it 100% gets countered. So I'm probably just meant to pass, activate, look for another Nexus. And like keep running this back. That seems reasonable. Like, they're not activating their Azcanta here, so it's not like they're getting anywhere. Like, we're still pulling ahead of them in cards. Yeah, you'd guess the black splashes for Bolas. That's pretty much what I'm guessing too. You have to write today for your judge blog, I'm assuming. Activate this. Take it back up to Teferi. Draw 2. Let's get rid of the fog. Whatever. Is opponent conceding? What? This seems like an aggro concession. Jeez. Okay, I'll take it. That seems like a very aggro concession. OP brought this upon themselves. Clock-based concession? Maybe. I feel like they'd want to run out our clock, though. Possibly. Yeah, Jumpstart is just a much better mechanic than I was expecting. I was expecting to not like it, but it actually just plays really well. Yeah, that's fair, JMM. That's fair. Especially if opponent's hand is weak, like just some burn spells or something. I could bring in the Lyras just as additional threats. Over some Gift of Paradise. Don't know how much I'm into 5/5 flyer. For 5. Might be incorrect. Yeah, Jumpstart's really good. I was expecting to dislike it because it just looks so much worse than Flashback, but like the play patterns are actually much more enjoyable than Flashback, I think. They have a lot more decisions involved. There's like a lot more costs. It might end the game too soon, jeez. Wouldn't want that. Oh, whatever. Games are gonna be slow. Want all the cards we can have. We've not played a mirror yet, Chris, so do not know, but I think Mystic Archaeologist seems good on paper. I think it seems like a strong card. When you're just like sitting staring at each other. Yeah, Treasure Map could be better. I kind of like that Mystic Archaeologist doesn't get negated, too. I think the fact it doesn't get negated is really nice. Or like Night of Autumned. Don't know which we're playing. I think I'm playing the Azcanta here. Because, like, Archaeologist doesn't get negated later. We can't activate it forever anyway. I think I'd rather just get my search in play, start digging for some counter magic, then we can play this with counter backup in a few turns. This gift is going to give us some nice mana ramp towards that. Teferi. Kind of want Teferi. I kind of just want to flip my search, though. As fast as possible. Or find counters to protect the Archaeologist. This feels weird. That might be incorrect, but... If I bin Teferi, Marcus will unsub. What? Why would Marcus do such a thing? I think it's fine to bin Teferi. When you threatened it, I didn't care. This is true. I just feel like I want to find a Negate or something instead of the Teferi. I feel like I want to, like, flip this search soon as well. So anything that isn't, like, actively exciting I should probably bin. This can definitely go to the bin. Do I just play this now? It's so likely it just gets cancelled. Might be incorrect. We've got this Disdainful Stroke protecting us from them doing anything. In 2 turns we get to Nexus. Untap Archaeologist. I also don't want them to like counter this Archaeologist because then their search will flip sooner, which is actually really scary. Maybe this is incorrect. They're just going to like draw 2 now. This is kind of a tough spot to be in, honestly. Whoa. It's only 2 mana? They're paying 4 though. That's so busted. Jeez. It seems powerful if we get it to resolve. I just don't see it resolving. I really wanted to find a negate so we could force for a spell at some point. Oh my god, now they have the active search. I feel really far behind now. I feel so incredibly far behind. Wow, just resolved. What is happening? They didn't even hesitate. CMC confirmed a mess. Oh, they could just kick a second blink, that's true. That's true. I don't know how much burn they have in their deck. Left in their deck. I kind of just want to play this out if they're like just not countering things here. I feel like most of their burn is probably in their sideboard right about now. So I return the Gift of Paradise. Okay. Sure. Apparently that is a thing that happens. This transforming is terrifying, but we've got some stuff going on over here. The deck doesn't seem to do very much either. Archaeologist kind of outpaces Azcanta for a little while. Milling Radical Idea, such value. Surprising. That's a 5/4. It's kind of beefy. Kind of beefy. Alright. I guess I'm just activating Archaeologist here to draw 2. And proceeding to die to their Enigma Drake. Oh my god, we have Lyras against this Enigma Drake. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for a Lyra. How does the deck feel? It feels fine. One of the matches we lost we would have won, except I timed out because I was playing far too slowly. Like, we literally had the win, but I was just playing so slowly. We 3-2'd our first league with the deck, where I think I punted a match too. So the deck feels pretty solid. Oh, I love Standard, Charlotte. Standard's really fun at the moment. I'm enjoying it. I would say it feels really wide open, except I'm like slightly nervous about the red deck being too good. We'll see. We'll see how good the red deck is, I guess, in time. Have I tried Elvish Rejuvenator? I have not. Honestly, the only reason Gift of Paradise is good, it gains you life, and it's like absurd with Teferi. Otherwise, Gift just like you don't really like need to ramp in this deck. Like just ramping is not actually that good. What on earth? If I tried Elvish Rejuvenator, I would unsub, George. Jeez. I wish we had that Gift of Paradise mana right now. Yeah, we will stroke it for sure. That is definitely happening. I kind of want to just like cycle this Nexus so I flip my Azcanta. Is that crazy? If they have a Syncopate, we get destroyed, but flipping Azcanta is nice. So if I flip Azcanta, I get to go Gift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't actually get to draw into a negate with this then. Maybe it's not as good as I think it is. As it is, I could gift a land, draw 2. Have like more mana set up for next turn. Elvish Rejuvenator was great with approach. Oh my god, just takes you 5 cards closer. Kind of disgusting. I miss Shepherd Monitor, that was a card. I never actually got to play that card. I always wanted to. I never actually found a chance. Okay, get to draw 2, try and dig for a negate. Is this another storm or it's an amulet that is playing like mono bad artifacts and enchantments? I guess we need a Knight of Autumn, huh? Transform. We're just gonna pretend they don't have a negate. I might just pretend they don't have a negate. I'm feeling pretty far behind right now. Just pass the turn, and then they're going to activate Azcanta, yeah. You are correct. Oh, so I can gift the land and then pass the turn, right? Because that still gives me enough mana for Nexus. It gives me extra mana for next turn. Oh wow. Do you love my perfect tapping? Do you love how perfectly I tapped that mana? Yep. Gift of Paradise is in fact not Tempest Djinn. Gift of Paradise and Tempest Djinn are distinct magic cards. Alright, apparently they're not activating Azcanta here, so I'm just going to go for this. Hope that their final card in hand isn't a counterspell. Oh my gosh, Charlotte, that's ridiculous. Syncopate for 2? Yeah, I guess that would be pretty brutal. How much mana do we have next turn? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus Azcanta. So we can activate Azcanta looking for a Nexus to keep going. I guess one of these counters apparently. No, they bounced my Archaeologist. Now I can't raid this charter course. So rude. Not bad. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't actually cast anything else in addition to this. But I'm still like +1 card on this, right? Because I got my draw step plus the Azcanta. No! No! Okay. That's pretty good. Apparently the card they drew off Radical Idea was an Ionize. Sadness on the stack, indeed. Alright, well... Count me scared. Yeah, that flips the amulet, gets them 2 fresh cards. So we probably have to go off like this turn, or else we're probably just dead to the Primal Wellspring. Do we get to 12 mana draw 4? That is a thing we could do. What we're actually doing is looking for another Nexus. Teferi. Alright. I like what you're selling me. Get rid of the Drake. We probably just die, but at least we get the Drake off the board so we can like feel good about that whilst we're dying. God, double casting counter spells we can't even like negate back. That's so disgusting. This is gross. Alright, you draw 4. Guess that's a thing that happens. I'm sure we couldn't possibly die to you drawing 4 cards. Doesn't sound likely. I probably just have to tuck this Drake. Maybe this is playing scared. Maybe I'm just meant to like plus and cross my fingers for a Nexus. We have a Negate up, which like doesn't really do anything here, but we can pretend it does something. Pyromancer's Goggles was a card. I missed that card. The Pyromancer's Goggles ramp decks was so wild. Wellspring is in fact not legendary. You can You can find primal wellsprings all over the world. Wherever you look. Yeah, the artifact ones aren't. You can have, I've seen like 3 Maze of Ifs on board because of I've never seen 2 Galleons in play before, George. That's my favourite one. The Galleons make me so happy. I wish that card was remotely close to standard playable, because it makes me so unreasonably happy. Oh, really, Charlotte? I did not notice that. It's kind of strange. What you gonna do, opponent? What you gonna do? I've had that text on Wellspring since it came out. Interesting. It is very odd. I wonder what they're doing here. They've been tanking for a moment. Just drawing 4. Okay. I am weirdly okay with this. You can draw cards. As long as we keep our Teferi, you can draw some cards. Incoming Drake. Sure. Resolves. I think I might win this game. Maybe. I have to run a bit hot here before they untap, but... Nexus, no! God damn. I guess I'm just taking this Anticipate. Cast the Anticipate, I guess. Because I probably just need to dig for a Nexus here. Nominally, that deals with the Drake. Can fire off the Charter Course whilst I'm at it. Means I can counter this Lyra. But I really want to find a Negate. Like, I'm not convinced this Lyra is going to be enough on its own is the problem. New Teferi, tuck the Drake. I could do that. That's also possible. I just worry that they, like, untap and kill me. I am really scared. And then we can swing and draw 2. Yep. I'm just really scared. Like, they're probably going to double cast a Fight with Fire next turn. Which seems not ideal for us. To word it gently. Like, it's legitimately not impossible. I meant to just, like, plus the new Teferi to find a Nexus. To, like, try and kill them. That is entirely plausible. I'd, like, be what? 12% to hit a Nexus. If I hit it, I probably win the game. Yeah, that's fair, George. That's fair. I just feel like they probably have a Fight with Fire or something like that, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, we need to play faster, agreed. grab a Drake, sure. We're getting to untap again. What is this life? What is this life? Nice. Alright, so we really want to counterspell here, I guess. Or that. Also plays. Yeah, that's fair, George. That's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Does my Nexus resolve? May I have an extra turn, please? Yeah, that's the plan, Charlotte. We get to cast a second Nexus in end step. They're gonna mission briefing to draw cards and mission briefing with Primal Wellspring is hot. Jeez, this is gonna tap them out and then they're gonna die. So you know that's nice. They chose Ionize and I assume Opt. It is adorable. It's really cool. Also, they're dead. Also, they're dead. But it is quite delightful. They chose Opt and Ionize. Deal. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Gets countered. Sure. So I can activate Azcanta and cast the Nexus, right? I guess then we lose to Spell Pierce. Oh, I can cast Nexus then Azcanta for afterwards. Alright. We got there. We got there. And then we probably win. How are they dead? Because we probably go infinite now. We're like really close to going infinite. Because we get to see like about 9... We get to see about 10 cards per turn to find a Nexus. And we have 4 of them in our deck. We get to see like a minimum of 10 cards per turn now. To keep finding Nexi. So we probably just go fully infinite from here. Upkeep, stop. Yeah, opponent agrees. Opponent agrees they are dead. Awesome. Yeah, so Charlotte, we just take infinite turns, ultimate our Teferi, exile their board, play a Lyra. When you have infinite turns, you don't have to achieve very much in them. Right, I'm gonna go get some water a moment. I'm quite dehydrated. Then we will hop into some more games with Turbo Fog. Be back in a couple moments. A couple minutes, probably. friends. I am ready for some more turbo fun. We can indeed see Mew. It's in fact a miracle, because Mew is adorable. Hey Amy! Good morning. Mew's doing the stream, yeah. I thought I'd let Mew take a little break though. Thought I'd take over for a minute. Would I consider playing a blue-red control? Probably not. Like, if someone really wanted me to do that and sent in a donation for it, I would, but it's not a deck I'm currently planning on trying. So I'm mainly looking on trying things that I might end up playing in the PTQ on Saturday. Good afternoon, Amy. Yeah, I said good morning. Sorry, I default to saying morning because I assume most people are in America when, like, I full well know you're in England, but whatever. This is a mulligan. Ooh. This isn't bad. Yeah, online PTQ. Alright, Temple Garden makes these all come in untapped. Crow Harp. I have to assume this is a good matchup for us. The Crow Harpooner deck. Green creatures versus fogs. Who will win? Our hand isn't great, to be fair. We don't have a Teferi or a gift, but I have to assume we're not in a bad position in this matchup. Swinging by on your lunch break. Well done on the new job, by the way. I read about the news, Amy. It's really exciting. Very glad to hear about it. Alright, we do need to find something soon, like either a gift or a Teferi, to really lock this up. Obviously, this is one of those situations where the deck looks a bit worse for not having cycle lands, right? If a couple of these were cycle lands, we'd be like filling the graveyard up for Azcanta, digging towards more powerful cards. Fate Kuro is good. Yeah, I feel like I've seen the name before. I think you're right, Marcus, about them being a known player. Bristol is lovely. I used to live in Bristol. I really like Bristol. I'm honestly a bit sad that I don't still live there. I could see, like, myself moving back there at some point in the future. Later on in my life. I really enjoy Bristol. Karn is great. Alright, well, we need them to not have an Assassin's Trophy for our Teferi. But if they don't have an Assassin's Trophy, we're in a great spot here. If they do have Assassin's Trophy, things get a bit dodgier. It does sound like a wacky idea, Mike. Move all the way out here, only to move back. What have you missed? Currently 1 and 2 with Turbo Fun, Bobsy. One of the losses was me timing out when, like, the literal only way I would lose was to time out, so that was awkward. You moved away about 25 years ago? Yeah, I moved away about 2 years ago. I lived in Bristol for about 3 or 4 years. No, I kind of needed to get away from it for a bit. It, like, built up a lot of history for me. But I always enjoy visiting there. Charlotte has never lived in Bristol. One of the few people in this chat to have never lived in Bristol. Phil made you play Pokemon Go again? I kind of miss playing that. I don't know. I played it a ton when it came out. And then so I was like hospitalized for like kidney surgery because my kidneys got angry at me. And that meant I didn't play Pokemon Go for like a week. And then, like, once I was out of hospital, I couldn't really move much for a while. So, like, I went, like, 2 weeks without playing it, and I just couldn't get back into it. Because, like, previously I'd just been playing it every single day. It was, like, very hard to get back into the game after having such a long break. That is a Ferox. That is another large creature. I think we're just dumping this in the yard. We can like flash it back later when we need to. Settle the Wreckage. Oh, that sounds awesome, Amy. I visit there like a couple times a year, normally. I would be very into doing that, into hanging out. I'm just gonna fire off this Nexus. Like, I could go Karn plus Settle here, but I think this is fine. Gift of Paradise. It's kind of nice with the Teferi, but I just want to flip my Azcanta and find more Nexi. Alright, so now that I found this, and I don't have to cast the Settle, I actually have enough mana to chart before Karn, right? So I can just dig for another Nexus here with the chart before I cast my Karn. I need the backup Teferi in case they draw... in case they draw an Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, I occasionally go to events in Bristol. At the stores. I helped run an event there a couple months ago. Seems these are cheaper to cast. They're all doing the same thing, I figure. I feel like they all basically do the same thing here, except they cost less mana. These cost less mana. Like, their creatures don't actually matter, because we're going to be casting Fogs every turn anyway, and they probably have a million creatures in hand to cast, to follow them up with. So I might as well just cast Fogs, rather than, like, ramping them, and, like, letting them use the cards in their hand meaningfully. How screwed is opponent thinking they are when we pitch Settle, indeed. No, my search for Azcanta. Gross. Also what? Modo. It was actually a learn drafting event, but sure. Same thing, I guess. What do I do here? I kind of want to anticipate. I guess I Karn plus, then I anticipate. If I hit a Nexus, I can cast it, otherwise I can get my Azcanta down. No, my search for Azcanta draws a new one. That's how we roll here. You know this, Marcus. It's exactly what we do here. Every time. Right, so now we have Fog and Divination up in their turn. So we have this Divination in the graveyard from earlier that we pitched off the Azcanta. Discard Settle equals asserting dominance. I loved, so Jerry Thompson was streaming last night. He was playing a black-green deck. At one point, his opponent had, like, he cast Golden Demise, and he had, like, 15 permanents, and his opponent had, like, 6. When he cast the Golden Demise, he got the City's Blessing. And, he said how much he loved City's Blessing as a mechanic, and I commented in chat that City's Blessing is amazing because you get to assert how many more permanents you have than your opponent. It's just like the perfect description. It made me really happy. Just like, look at all these permanents I have compared to you. Alright, well, we got the easy game, just about. Now we have the hard post-board games. Post-board games get trickier. I don't think we change much. The uncomfortable chills aren't great against big creatures, though. Maybe they just become Lyras. These are still, like, fine. They're just so bad against Ferox, right? It puts us a bit light on Fogs, but we're probably fine. I could also bring in Night of Autumn to play around Spyglass instead of Lyra. Spyglass is scary. Let's That's reasonable. Ascend is even better in limited. It's like, too bad you're missing land drops. My flyers attack for free now, though. Yep. Snowball mechanics. Not the best. Alright, well, we have this charter course. This charter course has to do some heavy lifting. How am I not playing a 4 main deck Knight of Autumn deck? I don't know, I probably should be. We'll play Absent Knights at some point on stream, I have to imagine. Just to live that dream. Yeah, the searches were just like letting us know that they're here for us. That they won't leave our side. I was hoping they were going to cast Reclamation Sage. We could be like, ha, taste it. I guess we're going to want that pretty soon. That's like a piece of the puzzle, right? It's a piece of the puzzle. Well, we get to pitch lands of the Azcanta now, pretty happily. So that's something. I've already had like 3 different people message me pictures of foil Knight of Autumns and say, next time I see you, you're signing this. So I imagine the number's going to be quite large, Charlotte. is the accurate answer there. Guess we want this. I can pitch it in my graveyard and still cast it though. Seems better. It's actually kind of sick. Dump the Chemister's Insight in my graveyard and I still get to cast it. That's actually kind of great, honestly. It's kind of like I got to draw 3. Like, almost feels like I got to draw 3. Because I got like my draw step as well. Now they get to take my Azcanta, and then I'm like, have 0 Azcantas for the rest of the game. Oh, that makes this game harder. Winning without Azcanta is tricky. Just to back up topic a sec. Where are you backing up to, George? Wait, what GP is the format changed? Am I missing something? I missed something. Seriously, that's what? Why? Why, though? Why would they do that, George? That's so strange. That's like a terrible idea, right? Everyone's like booked their travel and stuff. Some people won't want to do individual limited. Well, I'm going to keep this backup search because they've got the Brontodon. We're going to hit our land drops here anyway. Teferi, please. I'm good at this. I should consider taking this up as a professional or something. I didn't even say one time. I'm saving my one time for later. Right. Still not out of the woods here, but... now they get to blow up the search, and they force us to like keep finding rafts or fogs. They could have an Assassin's Trophy for the Teferi too. Come on, dealer. 2 times. 2 times, dealer. So rude. Thanks, Tanner. Hope you have a good day. It's good seeing you. We have been considerably ramped. Now they have to kill the Azcanta, right? Because otherwise it's going to flip on our turn. We get like a bunch of looks at a fog or a settle. Oh wow, that's kind of sick, Charlotte. That is good going. Did he have anyone like not searching off the trophies? Oh my god. I guess we are not transforming this as Azcanta, huh? Guess we're not transforming this as Azcanta. That's not a thing that's happening, apparently. Kinda want to cast this now in case I draw a 3 mana fog, because the mana efficiency kind of matters. I guess if they duress us, they get to take this anyway. Well, they kind of get to take it. They don't really get to take it. Whatever, I'm just going to do this. Amy is definitely a big fan of mill. Amy has encouraged the milling before. Alright, so we have the fog and a divination. Hopefully that can get us towards something. We are currently through 3 fogs after we've used this one. So we have like 5 effects left in the deck to keep us alive. Oh, they're gonna pump the Form Lieutenant, huh? Wait, what? They're just dealing 5? There's nothing that deals 2 to us, right? What am I missing? There's nothing that deals 2 to us in black-green. Not in playable cards, yeah. Creeping Shield incoming. You know what? If I die that way, I'll take it. Settle the Wreckage is a messed up card, huh? Settle the Wreckage existing just like might have won us this game. The pure fact that Settle the Wreckage exists might have won us this game. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can go Search plus Nexus to get our search going. I kind of want to go Search plus Root Snare plus activate this though. I guess I activate this first in case I find Teferi. Nexus plus Azcanta seems fine. I kind of want to save this for once we have a Teferi in play as the thing. Karn. Have we played our land drop for turn? Yeah, we played Glacial Fortress. Okay, I can just take the extra Nexus, right? Then, like, once we find a Teferi, we'll be in an amazing position. Worst case scenario, these cycle. This is fine. So, like, if they just attacked with enough to force us to Root Snare, we might actually have lost this game. The fact that Settle the Wreckage exists, and that our opponent played around it, the fact that we, like, showed it to them game 1 is what's winning us this game, more than anything. Not that we've won this game by any means, like, we could still lose this, but... Yeah, they played around it poorly, but... It's... Like, if they lose the Steel Leaf Champion, it's just so bad for them, right? It's just so bad for them if they lose Steel Leaf Champion. Interesting. I think I'm going to fire off one Nexus here. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I'm going to fire off a Nexus here. And, like, keep digging for a Teferi. That's true, Ty. That's true. Attack with Steel Leaf and Brontodon. Works out kind of reasonably for them against Settle. Decent point. We have to be careful not to die to them blowing up Brontodon in response to Teferi and taps. Oh, never mind. They're just doing it now to limit our mana. That's reasonable. Right. So we get to activate Azcanta and Nexus, which puts us +1 card. I guess we want to Nexus first, huh? I'm being stupid. I am not playing this very well. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going to upkeep Nexus this time so we can actually draw it. Turbo Fog is very forgiving sometimes, indeed. Indeed. I mean, we can technically still die here, Charlotte, but we're real close to infinite. Yeah, we're not in the clear quite yet. Once we find a Teferi, we're in a pretty great state, though. Fine, I'll remove this. I just want to save clicks, George, okay? Just hate all this clicking, you know? Oh. Root Snare, deal. Deal. This is beautiful, Amy. This is wonderful. Yeah, you're correct, George. You're 100% correct. Teferi would in fact like a Teferi also, as it happens. Like, when I play this in paper, or whatever, I maximize percentage points on this, but when I'm playing online and streaming, I do tend to, like, cut corners a bit. Whereas we're kind of 3-1, because, like, one of the matches we lost to Mono Red, we, like, should have won if we didn't time out. So the deck's feeling good. The deck is feeling very strong. I need to play faster with it, but you always try and optimize and time out. Yeah. I don't try and optimize and I time out, so this hand's really close to good. I'm gonna keep this. Basically any third land makes this hand good, right? It's probably fine. We have creatures in our sideboard. We can, like, convoke it with our Knight of Autumn. Come on, 3-2. I would love a 3-2. I would sign up for that 3-2 right now. Land. Land. Thank God. That was so good. Jeez. Now we need another land and we get to go turn 4 to Teferi, Root Snare. If we hit another land here. Whoa! Oh. It doesn't kill Teferi. It just kills my Azcanta. Okay. Sure. Less concerned now. Alright, I would like a land, yes. Sounds amazing. Bounty Agent is sick. I think Bounty Agent is one of the right 2-drops to have in Boros. Because so many people are playing Lyras to win the mirrors. And Aurelia is such a problem. The fact that Bounty Agent deals with both of those is so strong. You've got a bounty for this hidden sunken city. Makes complete sense, Charlotte. Whoa, Resplendent Angel. Hype. Alright, well. Would like to cast my Teferi. And draw a card. So they're on the Boros Angels mid-range deck that 5-0'd. Deck is kind of sick. It's actually one of the decks I kind of wanted to try out later. It looks really strong. I think we can say this Uncomfortable Chill is gonna be better for us than another Fog would have been. This is a sweet Uncomfortable Chill. Actual cantrip Fog, pretty much. We only lose 1 loyalty on our Teferi. It's like complete nonsense. No Tribunal. No! God damn. That's really strong. Yeah, Aurelia gets pumped by Lyra. Aurelia is sick. Are we actually doing that, George? Is that actually what we're doing? I guess it's what we're doing. I kind of just want to, like, sweep their board next turn. We, like, lose our gift. It's probably fine. He didn't say activated to not activate. Yeah, I feel like I can just sweep their board next turn. Like, if we get the Teferi back, we aren't even certain to keep it in play. They don't even have that much of a clock. I think we can chill. This is fine. Okay, Marcus. See you soon. Sounds like a good plan. Wow. They scared of Settle the Wreckage. Jeez. What is with Settle the Wreckage? How is Settle the Wreckage a real Magic card? Alright. Seems reasonable for us. Like, obviously we're flooding a bit, but we have so many draws that take over the game. They don't have a board. Nice. Now if we draw Teferi, we get to go off. Settle existing is like half a fog. Indeed. How good was this Cleansing Nova this game? How good was the Singleton Cleansing Nova? Just like completely absurd. Glad you picked up a foil Nova. Yeah, it was so good this game. We could play around Tribunal and try and go to Teferi into Nexus next turn. I don't know. I feel like if they have a second Tribunal, we'll still just be fine. And like going to Teferi into Nexus next turn isn't even like guaranteed to fully go off anyway. Incoming attack, Teferi. I guess we want to play around the Lightning Helix. Should probably play around the Lightning Helix. It's like kind of embarrassing spending our fog if they just have a Tribunal post-combat, but... oh my god, we get to untap with Teferi and play the Dream. Alright. Cast this before draw step so we can draw it for turn. They have conceded because they know what is happening. Opponent is smart. They have Bounty Hunters. That probably makes Lyra bad, right? Lyra's probably bad against Bounty Hunter. I think I want these though against Tribunal. Also History. It buys like a lot of time against History. If opponent was smart, they'd be playing this deck. Isn't that the truth? This deck is great. Do we want any Peacemakers? They block the Knight of Graces pretty well, but I don't think they're high impact enough in this matchup. Reavowed, thank you for that Twitch Prime resub. 2 months of being a Knight of Autumn. Appreciate the support. Everyone put some hearts in chat for Reavowed. Celebrate their return. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. What's the other card we're cutting? Maybe just a Chemister's Insight. Like, they're kind of slower. These aren't terrible. Whatever. This is probably fine. Always makes me so happy to see all the hearts in chat. So, for everyone who wasn't here earlier, 2 things. One, we're going to have sub-badges pretty soon, which is very hype. I think I'm actually going to keep this. I know double Nexus is awkward. We have a Settle one for though, which is really strong. Yeah, this is probably about as good as our average 6. So we'll have sub-badges in a couple days, which is really exciting. We also have a sub-Discord now. So it's very fledgling, obviously like kind of quiet because it's fairly new, but definitely worth checking out if you're subbed. Yeah, just make sure your Twitch account and your Discord account are linked. No, we wrapped their board and they didn't attack us for 3 turns because they had no creatures left, George, is what actually happened. We waited a turn, wrapped their board, and they played no creatures. And then we won. So I wholly ignored your advice. Your advice was thoroughly ignored. Yeah, not being attacked for 4 turns with this deck probably counts as... Oh my god! The dream! The dream! My knight! You've come to save me! You've come to save me! Oh my god. I'm so happy. My knight's riding in to crush this spyglass into the ground. I'm so happy I boarded this knight in. Alright, this turn we can just gift though. We can wait a turn on crushing this spyglass into oblivion. This way we get to Charter Course and Knight next turn. Ooh, I should mute my Discord. Apologies. Apologies to all the people who are now going to complain about the Discord not being muted. Sure. You've invoked my gift of paradise. That is a thing that has happened. I'm excited to draw 2 of this Charter Course next turn. That's something I'm excited for. Boop. Ooh, thanks for the link, Charlotte. Could maybe include that in the command, actually. That could be a good idea. Since, like, I imagine a fair number of people won't know how to do that. It's, like, not the most intuitive thing in the world. I think I'm swinging for 2 here, drawing 2. That sounds pretty great to me. I like how they've drawn all these sideboard cards and, you know, no pressure. That's kind of nice. My invitational card will never let me down. Nice. I already want to get Azcanta going. I worry that they just have like another invoke. But I love casting this card, Amy. It makes me so happy. Is Night Autumn actually what I'd designed? It's a pretty nice design, honestly. It's not what I'd have actually designed, but like, I'm really happy with this design. Ooh. Teferi, you say? I'm worried about Ixalan's binding. God, if they have Ixalan's binding, we are going to be so heartbroken. Gonna need another knight. So, I actually designed an invitational card a couple years ago as, like, because it sounded fun, and it was Recurring Witness. Because I was obsessed with Eternal Witness. Oh my god. They have multiple spyglasses. Ugh. This game got harder. Okay. No, it's one black green for a 1/1 Death Touch. ETB, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. It's called, except if that card is called Recurring Witness, in which case you return it to the battlefield. So, like, the first Recurring Witness just gets back a spell, but then you trade it off, and the next Recurring Witness gets back a Recurring Witness, which gets back a spell, and they start, like, looping. How do we possibly win this game? How do we possibly ever win this game? Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova is how we win this game. Good point, well presented. Secret mode, actually absurd here, yep. You're correct. We have all the time in the world to draw it. All the time in the world to draw it. I'm just gonna get attack in here. I'll kill them with this Night of Autumn sooner or later. Night of Autumn will go the distance, I believe. We're going to cast 9 Time Walks next turn and kill our opponent with this Night of Autumn. In all seriousness, I think I am just going to cycle a Time Walk this turn. Got a fair quantity of them over here. And we've got card draw on our deck we can dig to. What have we brought out? Okay, we have the draw 2s on our deck, which is nice. We don't have the Karn anymore. Good afternoon, Argentina. Our clock is indeed fine. We actually have more time than our opponent for once in our life. Rare occurrence. Cycle another one of these. I think I'll hold on to like 1, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, rare occurrence. It's not going to be like that for long. We're taking lots more turns than our opponent currently. Perfect card. Do I still just want to cycle another one? Maybe. I guess they aren't doing a whole lot else. We have like a bunch of amazing draws. They are so prepared for this matchup. They have lost to Turbo Fog too many times. Alright. Attack you for 2. Nice. That is a great draw. Technically, we are winning this race currently. Indeed. Technically, we are currently winning the race. Alright, well, they attack with both the knights. Like, settle them. Attack them for 4. Oh wow, they are so scared. They're so scared of our knight. Jeez. They're so scared of the Night of Autumn beatdowns. I'm just gonna cycle this. We find a Cleansing Nova, we like win the game. You find a Night of Autumn, we can get our search back at least. If this goes to a game 3, are we boarding in Negates? For like, there are a million bindings and spyglasses. It's kind of hard against like an aggressive deck to always have Negate up, but the deck isn't that fast. As we are currently witnessing. Derp, 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 derp. That's going to speed things up. Under the binding, they have our search for Azcanta. which is fairly frustrating. Only attacking with the Vanguard? I guess it's 5 power. It's like a fair chunk. Nah, they've been playing around Settle for a while. They probably... It's like reasonable for them to think we have Settle. If we draw a Knight, I guess releasing Teferi would be better, yeah, agreed. Alright, we got at least 4 turns here. Got at least 4 draws. We have 2 outs that probably win the game. Yeah, they also Spyglass. They literally saw our hand. They literally saw our hand. Alright, they have the Lightning Helix in their deck. We don't know that they actually have it in hand, but... I guess I might as well fire off a Fog. I'm going to be forced to do it like at some point soon anyway. Oh, I missed out on my Convoke value. I missed out on my Convoke value. Can we, like, stop badgering Argentina? Like... No plus Teferi, there's a Spyglass in play. No worries. It's easy enough to miss. There's like lots of stuff on the board, right? Oh my god. I might have to board in Negates. I feel like this is such a good matchup. If, as long as we stop these cards. So maybe I meant to board in some Negates for that reason. Wow, we're getting punished for not using the Settle earlier. I didn't consider Shalai. That's kind of brutal. Actually getting massively punished for not using the Settle earlier. We have 1 less Time Walk now. They did in fact pay life. We need a good draw here. Binding on Night of Autumn? No, just Resplendent Angel, sure. Yeah... It wasn't lethal. Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm being stupid. No, you're right, Marcus. That was really bad. That was really bad. Like, we weren't even dead to the Lightning Helix, as it was. Yeah, I stopped playing lands because of jumpstart cards. Like, we probably have enough mana in play now. Yeah, it was the logic earlier, but taking 4 still leaves us alive through Helix, right? Well, this leaves us alive too. So we can just take this, right? Go to 4. So they're attacking Teferi. Are we somehow still ahead on Clark? That's so improbable. That's so unlike me. I mean, don't know if I meant to cycle that now or in their turn. I think I'm gonna get greedy and go for their turn. They're just sending the angel at us to play around chill. That's smart. You felt a chill in the air. It is quite nippy. Yeah, we're dead anyway. That was a frustrating game. You might have found your Teferi deck for Saturday's PPTQ. English words, Lukatog. English words. They did not play a single bounty hunter all game. I might just want the Lyras. I feel like Lyras could buy us a lot of time. Yeah, nippy means a little bit cold in England. I just feel like Negate is going to be really awkward. I guess Archaeologist would have been okay that game actually. We'd have drawn so many cards. If their plan is just like Spyglass plus Binding to beat us, this is not terrible. What do we think about boarding in some Archaeologists? I feel like against their fast draws we're pretty good anyway. And against their interactive draws I just want stuff that can actually like grind. Yeah, I kind of don't hate it. I think I agree. Just like bring in a couple. Is it complete nonsense to board out a Teferi if they're boarding in Spyglass, George? Because we can still find Teferi. Like, boarding out one copy isn't going to limit our... You think it's complete nonsense? Alright. I think it's not terrible. We could chop Fogs, that's true. Oh, Settle's really bad against Shalai. I'm going to take out the Settle. The combo is to untap with active Teferi. We can still do that though, we just do it a bit slower. Like, but they have bindings and spyglasses, you know? I think it's fine to cut one Teferi. Or a gift. Teferi or a gift. I'm gonna do this just to annoy George. Also to try it out. Like, we saw multiple spyglasses that game. I think this is fine. See? It's like we didn't even board them out. What are you complaining about? Alright, didn't really want to draw that Nexus quite yet. Knight of Grace, that is a vanilla 2/2. Deal. Grizzly Bear has entered the battlefield. I would like to put the Teferi in my graveyard, yes. Thank you for asking. Good thing we boarded one out. Yeah, otherwise we'd have drawn like the 4th one soon. It does have first strike. It can fight through a 2/1 Knight of Autumn. This is true. Spyglass time. That is a card that can actually kill us. That one's actually scary. Gift of Paradise, please. Would also accept draw 2. Not gonna lie, the Mystic Archaeologists look a bit bad against these sorts of draws. I kinda need a land drop for next turn. I think shipping this is a bit greedy. It's probably greedy to put this in the graveyard. We do want to like flip Search in a timely fashion too as the thing, but I guess if we ship this we get 3 looks at a land. We also have like multiple cards that can dig us to a land. Unsure. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm not like 100% on that. Yeah, since I want any land shipping, it isn't super greedy. That's what makes it tough. I'm unsure. Right, we need them to not have Spyglass here. If they don't have a Spyglass, we're in an okay spot. Yeah, I think we're meant to keep George. I think you're probably right. That is not a Spyglass. That is not even close. Alright, this one can definitely go to the yard. So punished for keeping the land. Alright, if they don't have a Binding or a Spyglass, we're in a great spot. Obviously, if they do have one of those things, this game could be tricky, but we can't even cast Binding at the moment. God damn it. Yeah. Womp womp. Indeed. Indeed. Spyglass is so good. Maybe they'll choose the wrong... You can't actually do that. Oh no, they changed the rulings on it. Now you can choose the wrong Teferi. Because they changed how the rulings work. I guess there's also just another Teferi in Standard, right? There's 2 as well. There's actually 2 Teferis in Standard. Yeah, we have a Cleansing. We have 2 Knight of Autumns as well. This isn't actually lethal. It does make the Helix, 'Helix, 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 ' Don't know if I can afford to Root Snare this. Like, this game, we have to survive a few turns this game. Although any of it, I guess they could also just have like shocks and stuff, but they haven't shown us to those in these games. Why wouldn't they attack with the Vanguard anyway? Oh, they have an Oblivion Ring that they're gonna cast post combat. That's why. Yep, they have Oblivion Ring post combat. Yeah, the next one's smaller. That's true. That's true. You're right. We got there. They're gonna Oblivion Ring our search for Azcanta though. Yep. Because of the pump, we want to do it this turn. You're completely correct. This is so brutal. The sideboard plan is like so aggressive. So good against us. Just like board in a million hate cards. I guess they need to. I guess their game 1 plan is like, they just like never win game 1. Yeah. That makes sense, Clamageddon, for sure. Alright, well I'm gonna take this, obviously. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Time Walk Plus. I kind of want to cycle the Nexus now. Because then if I draw a draw 2 off it, I can chill plus draw 2. That sucks. I think we do want to play out the land though. We can chill them this turn, we have a fog for next turn, so we have like at least 2 turns here. Yeah, scared of... Nope, they aren't scared of Settle the Wreckage. Okay. Cool. Oh, this forces action from us. It's not terrible. We have like so few cards that matter at the moment that anything that digs that aggressively is pretty good here. Did I ever play Red Deck Wins? I have not played Red Deck Wins, no. 3, 4, 5, and I have a fog up. Alright, hopefully they don't have an O-ring for this one too. If not, this could buy us some time. They like probably have an O-ring. They clearly have a bunch of spells in hand. So they'd be missing land drops, so... Oh, that card is really brutal, Michael. That card is super strong. Agree. Nice. I guess they get to send the first striker, huh? They get to send the Knight of Grace here. Oh, they get to send the Adanto Vanguard instead. Interesting. It would be sweet. So this blocks here. Yeah, so this blocks here, we can force them to pay life potentially. But I'd rather just like guaranteed eat a creature, right? Yeah, if I block the Vanguard, I make them pay life, but I don't know how much that matters. So we're going up to 13, we take 12. We can also like just buy an extra turn here if we block this way. Since this is going at the Teferi. So we can just buy an extra turn here as well, because we go to 1. Do we just want to do that? We can just go to 1. We're dead to like some number of spells, but I feel like most of like the lightning strike things just like aren't in their deck. Does getting a single creature off the board matter? Probably not. But blocking this way means we don't have to fog necessarily, which I think has value. I think that has value. I think I'm going to do this and just let the Teferi leave the board. Yeah, you don't need to make a stop. It does first strike damage when it needs to. Oh, we don't get an extra draw because there's a Spyglass in play. So obviously there are cards that kill us now because we're on 1, but it's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We get to draw 2 here. I guess I main phase it to hit my land drops. Mystic Archaeologist doing work, apparently. Oh yeah, we can attack them and go up to 6, that's true. So what's their combat step next turn? They get to give Trample Vigilance. So block Aurelia, so we'd still need to fog. Yeah, so I guess we're just attacking to guaranteed gain 5. Kinda like Teferi. Build your own Teferi. Ugh. The sweat is real. I would like to untap with this Archaeologist in play, please. Just like keep drawing to find more fogs. This game is kind of tight. Hopefully, if they don't have an Oblivion Ring, we could actually win this. How much mana do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we only get to draw 2 once. Oh, they have an Oblivion. Oh my god. Yep. They're taking the Lyra or the Archaeologist. They probably just take the Archaeologist, right? Maybe they take the Lyra. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, we have a land in hand for 12. It's true. This is kind of an interesting spot. think that's good for us. I think that's good for us. Alright. Draw 2. Need a fog, obviously. Jeez. So now I have to draw 2 and hit like one of my 2 remaining Root Snares. Oh, we could have paid 4. You're right, George. You're right. I'm stupid. Yeah, now we can't cast a 3-mana fog. Oh, we still have the Convoke Fog up. Yeah. Thanks to the handy 2-1. So if I double cast this and cast Night of Autumn, I'm probably still dead. I'd have like got rid of this, had a Baneslayer, had 2 blockers. I'd block like here, go to 11. Maybe I would have lived. Maybe I would have lived. I'm not sure. It's kind of close. I'd have blocked here, gone to 11. Like, blocked here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The pump makes it 10. Oh, but I get to block this one instead. Why would I have been exactly dead? What am I missing? Because I block her. Oh, because they get to pump a token and give it trample. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the Mentor makes it 11. Yeah, that makes sense. 4 2/2s and a 3/1. I mean, we get to block 2 of them because the Night of Autumn is also a body. But it's the pump and the Mentor that gets us, for sure. That's a frustrating end. I think I like this list though. I kind of want to run it back. I just want to get more games in this and see how like legit it feels. You want to change anything? I kind of wanted the an extra one of like these cards, didn't I? Could have a 3rd Night of Autumn. Let's have 3 Peacemakers, 3 Knights. Oh, the trample's only to red creatures, that's true, so we still get to block. So I think we would have survived. More Settles? Nah. Settle's bad against Shalai. I don't think we want too many of them. I think I just want another Night of Autumn. I'm going to find out where I should go buy one from. It's going to be a moment checking this. Mana Traders. Apparently I still have credit with them. Awesome. Just going to be a moment buying this card. Temporal can bounce Spyglass. It can, but it's also like not a very good card. So I don't think I want to play that. Come on, accept my trade. What other ones have them? Free? Alright, so Night of Autumn. Are we kind of free to with that league? Because one of the matches we lost. Wow, I suck. One of the matches we lost was due to timing out, but like we'd literally won, if not for the fact we timed out. So I think the deck is powerful. Just need to like get in reps with it and figure out what we want to change. I really liked the Uncomfortable Chills. The Uncomfortable Chills felt very good. Those were really impressive, that league. Add another one of these. I don't know what we're cutting for it. Maybe either one of the Archaeologists or the Stroke. The Stroke is not great. Can probably cut this. Is there anything else I want to change? I really like the single Cleansing Nova. The single Cleansing Nova is excellent. Honestly, it's possible the Settle should be a second Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova has been really impressive. The Anticipates were whatever, and we boarded them out a lot, but they're probably fine. I think I'm just going to run it like this.